What's going on, guys? It is Julian. I'm back here with another album review. I finally graduated, so I finally get to do this. Let me know if you guys like this setup, this sort of podcast style of recording, reviews, I guess. I feel like it's more of like a conversation, rather than just me sitting, in front of a camera. But yeah, I'm excited to be back, and I thought it would be a good idea to start off with Korn's The Serenity of Suffering. Now, before I get started, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be looking at a couple screens here to get some more information so that this review is a little bit more insightful rather than me memorizing everything, and telling you guys, what I think. So, this album is their 12th studio album. It came out in October 21st of 2016, so I'm a little late. It has 11 tracks, but God, this is a great album. Honestly, I think this is their best work since See You on the Other Side. And if you look at the release dates for all their albums, See You on the Other Side was released in 2005, right? Then they had one album in 2007, but their next album, which was Remember Who You Are, was released in 2010. So from 2007, Untouchables, to 2010, they had, a little break where they changed. And Remember Who You Are, wasn't that good, and so then they came back with The Path of Totality, and we all know how that turned out. Nothing wrong against Korn as to their attempt to do like dubstep. They were trying to fit. I mean, 12 studio albums. We all know what happens to a band after they do a couple of studio albums. They kind of start losing themselves. The fans kind of grow up. Things change. It's just not the same. But Korn kept at it, and I guess they've gone through, I believe, like 2 phases, in my opinion. The first one, I believe, give me 1 second, guys. I believe the first one was once they released Issues all the way up to like See You on the Other Side. That was a whole new Korn for me. That was a Korn that I liked, because the first 2 albums, first 3 albums, Korn, Life is Peachy, and Follow the Leader, they were good, but you can tell they were raw. They were just starting out. And then I feel like Issues and Untouchables when they started to get into themselves. And now Path of Totality is another change. And Serenity of Suffering kind of like solidifies it. Okay, this is the new Korn, and they blend a little bit of that old Korn with the new Korn, and it sounds great. I honestly love this album. And so I'm sure, as you guys already know and probably have heard, I think you guys would agree with me that it's better than The Path of Totality and Paradigm Shift. Especially when you start out with the opening track, Insane. Wow, man, and the ending of that track is just wow. You just start thinking like, okay, what's this album going to be about? The next track kind of like brings it back, where they're trying to make a little bit of that Path of Totality kind of world-ending sound with a little bit of synths here and there. But in general, they remind you that they're still Korn by throwing you that twist, like word breakdown or whatever that they're known for, And you're just like, okay, you're still not the old Korn. That's not enough to convince me. You can't just throw it in there and say, yeah, we're back, we're heavy. But they continue doing that, and it becomes its own sound. So now they're not trying to prove to you they're going back, but they're actually just saying, no, this is who we are. A little bit of heavy, a little bit of synth, a little bit of new. Check it out. And I do like it. I like it a lot. And the placing of each track is really well done, in my opinion. We have, I think, the Hating kind of sort of brings it down. You're like, okay, a slow track? No, wrong, not a slow track. But the intro of that track acts as that relaxing, part after Black is the Soul. You have that one track with Corey from Slipknot, A Different World, and it's not a track that I fell in love with the first time around. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, but once you appreciate what they're trying to do, is like they're trying to bring something else. They're trying to bring another group that might have been lost recently, which is Slipknot, and they're making it heavy again. They're trying to like, you're not just getting Korn, which I appreciate. I appreciate that. It's something new. And then the track dies out. I mean, 11 songs in the album, and I think it's a good length. It's short enough for you to be like, all right, let me listen to it another time. And the good thing about Korn and the music that they do, the new metal that they do, is that it's repeatable, and you start just listening to those breakdowns and where you just go, fuck yeah. So I mean, I have a couple of tracks that I think the breakdown. So the couple of tracks end up being Black is the Soul. You know, Rotten Bane has a couple of those. The Hating has one that deserved a little bit more of a little bit more at the end, but it was used to end the track. And so I don't know. Out of all the tracks, it's hard to pick a favorite one, to be honest with you. I think Black is the Soul is a good one. Maybe Next in Line and Please Come For Me. The ending tracks, maybe Next in Line's probably like up there, but I really can't place them in order, to be honest with you. I hope that they continue making music like this. And 11 tracks, 41 minutes, it's a good length, because by the last track you start getting the formula. Okay, fine. The cool thing about this album is that they were able to play with old and new, mix it together, bring some of the new, bring some of the old. But by the 11th track, you already know what's going on, so it loses its magic. So 11 songs is perfect. I hope they come out with another album and repeat this again. You know, I can take another one of these styles and formulas for another album. After that, they're gonna have to figure something else out. But yeah, Korn was able to bring a 12th album, and make it good again. So yeah, I'm probably gonna give this album an 8.5 out of 10. I want to give it a 9. I do want to give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. And I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, just because it is hard to make a new album. It is hard to make a new album and make it sound good. So kudos, Korn, kudos. Remember, stay tuned. Oh shit, is that how you end things? Alright. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.